Welcome to the historic Inner Harbor of Baltimore, Maryland. Just a stone's throw away, you find M&T Bank Stadium, the home of the Ravens. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Buffalo Bills and the Baltimore Ravens. Mike Tirico along with my partner Greg Oates, and that's the kicker, Tyler Luke, set to get this started. Off we go here in Baltimore. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. On the ground, this is James Cook. And he's going to be stopped at the line. No gain. Great way for the defense to open up here at home.
Mike, this defense talked all week about the importance of coming out fast and starting this game the right way, and it's less about the loss of yards there on that first play and more about just setting the tone. Hey, we're going to be here all day. We're bringing it, and boy, did they ever.
Allen working from the pistol. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. Trying to get it to Dalton Kincaid there. And 3rd down coming up.
So the defense comes out in a cover 2 shell. And what that means, Mike, is the 2 safeties are going to split the field in half. One guy has one half, and the other guy has the other. There are abilities to get down the middle of the field, especially if you have speed. But really where you can attack it is they don't have enough guys to defend all of the underneath zones. And if you run the right concepts with the right quarterback, you can pick them apart.
He's got his man. That's Kincaid. He works free. Right side. And he'll be marked down at the 15-yard line. Big time play there for Buffalo. That goes for 58.
There's a lot of factors that make this play so successful, Mike, and clearly the ability of this tight end to not only find the open space in the defense, but then after the catch to turn into a runner, that is very rare at the tight end position. We're seeing it more and more often, though, over the last couple years, and then the accuracy of the quarterback to not only deliver the ball to the open receiver, but to do it in a way that allows him to comfortably turn into a runner and not have to slow down and pick up those extra yards after the catch.
Keon Coleman, the intended receiver. And it'll lead to a 2nd down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
Alert, alert, alert! '56.
Allen going to throw again. To the goal line. And again. Brandon Cooks. Touchdown, Buffalo. And that is the way to start a game. Not just score, but, Greg, score quickly. A nice opening drive for the first 6 points.
Well, it seems like the hour spent on that opening game script was time well spent. I mean, to take the ball right down the field that quickly right out of the gates, that's a pretty good opening drive and an early 6 points.
Allen leading the Bills to the line for this 2-point try. The Bills are lining up for a two-point conversion.
Oh, he just does beat the play clock as he'll set up to throw. And he will take it in and tack on the 2 points to make it 8-0.
I know it sounds like I'm being biased, Mike, but I'm really not. Down here this close to the end zone, especially on two-point tries, the size, the length, the athleticism, and matchups these tight ends can create, man, they are a tough handle, and it leads to 2 points.
Following the touchdown, pass is back to kick it off. On the return, it's Keaton Mitchell. We'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop.
At their own 22-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. First carry for one of the league's best workhorses, Derrick Henry. Ooh. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
It's a gain of 31
A big play to kick off this drive. 31 yards.
I think this is something that we can expect to see here, especially early, Mike, as this team gets into a rhythm. They want to lean on this run game. They feel like they have a lot of advantages over this defense, and you can see from the first play here why they feel that way.
And this defense not allowing much there. They'll stop him at the 45. Here's a 2nd and 9. From the gun, Jackson. He's got his tight end, Mark Andrews. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Jackson to his big target, Andrews, for the Baltimore first down.
At the 32-yard line.
He'll look to throw. That one down the field, but they cannot connect. And it's incomplete. Zay Flowers, the intended receiver. And that will lead to a 2nd down. Off the play fake. Jackson. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins was the intended target for that one. And it'll be 3rd down.
Protecting the ball anytime you throw the ball in the middle of the field is obviously critical, right? That's where tip passes. That's where all sorts of stuff happens when you put the ball in harm's way. But you also have to protect your receivers. There's a bit of a trust back and forth with the receiver saying, hey, I'm willing to go across the middle and compete for the ball. But now you're my eyes. You have to protect me and make sure that the location of the ball doesn't run me into a big hit.
It's 4th down.
Now Jackson on 4th down. That's taken in. And they're going to pick it up here. They took a chance and it paid off. 1st and goal coming up. Give them 19 yards as they get the 4th down conversion.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Raven football, quarter number 2 begins as they go to work on 1st and goal. Here's a run. He'll be wrapped up there down at the 30-yard line. A little closer. Here's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Henry. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up 3rd and goal.
2-yard pickup.
And after putting together what's been a long and methodical drive, they suddenly find themselves on the verge of potentially stalling out. So this defense, they can get a stop here. That would feel like a pretty big win on a drive that's largely been dominated by the offense.
Third and goal for Jackson. Exiting the pocket right. And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Ravens. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
And he'll get in to tie this game at 8.
It doesn't happen often in the NFL, Mike, but there is nothing better when the entire stadium, the opposing team, everybody knows what play is coming, and they still can't stop it. Man, what a feeling for an offense, and it's exactly the case here.
So all even at 8 as this kick is sent airborne. To return, here's Ray Davis. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. In motion, Shakir.
Monday. Gun. Alert!
Wow, indecision right away. Delay of game to start this drive. From the gun, throw here for Allen. This ball batted away. That's incomplete. He was looking for Brandon Cooks with that pass. And it'll bring up second down.
Down 80! 56, 56! Five wide.
From the gun, it's Allen. This one, downfield, for Kincaid. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
On the option, they give it to Henry. And he'll be out of bounds. That's a nice gain, though, on 1st down. A pickup of 7. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now Lamar going to hang on to it. And that'll give him the 1st down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3.
We're going to go.
A gain of 3 yards.
2 minutes to play here in what's been an even first half. We'll come back to Baltimore after this. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. On the handoff, it's Henry. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
A gain of 12 yards.
Hey.
That's another. Baltimore.
On first down, they'll stay on the ground with Henry. And strong running in deep. Inside the 10-yard line, a gain of 9 on the carry.
Brings up second and goal.
We'll go again here with Henry. And he'll fight forward. Doesn't get a whole lot, but he got what he needed. It is first and goal coming up.
Baltimore, first down. First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Here's Lamar. He'll keep it on the zone read. And he's going to lose yardage here. Taken down back at the 8.
A 4-yard loss.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits. What do you feel comfortable dialing up here on second and goal?
Second and goal. Jackson going to keep it himself. Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line.
This defense doing a great job here facing this goal-to-go situation, especially on that last play. 2 stops down, and now the pressure really ramps up for this offense as they face third and goal.
So the last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's third and goal.
Report.
In the shotgun, here's Jackson. He'll try and get there on the ground.
That's a really good effort on third down, just trying to make something happen. He did well to get what he got, but it's not enough for a first.
Well, a field goal would break the tie, but instead the offense stays out there. They're going to go for it on 4th and goal. Jackson now. And this is hot. Wow, the decision to go pays off. Mark Andrews. Touchdown, Baltimore.
You know, Mike, I think we're going to see a lot of this, and you know why? It's the new kickoff rule. So think about it. In the old days, you'd kick a field goal, you'd kick a touchback, and your opponent would have the ball on the 20. You didn't give up as much field position, but you only got 3 points. Nowadays, you go for 3 points and you kick a touchback, they get the ball on the 35. It's almost 30 yards of field position. You're just better off going for touchdowns when you get in here tight.
The Ravens will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Now Jackson. That's going to be caught. So add a couple more points, and they add to their lead.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
The return, here comes Davis. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Out of the gun, here's Allen. Flush to his right. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete.
Yeah, a little predictable there. You feel like you just gave up points, and the first thing you want to do is you just want to answer back, and you try to get it all in one play. Nice job by the defensive coordinator, understanding the deep shot was coming, having the right call there. So offensively, just take what's there. You're not going to get all those points back in one play. Take your time, take what's there, sustain the drive.
Alert, alert, alert!
Allen now on 2nd down. Again, working deep downfield. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down. Here's Allen to throw. He's going to try it here again. This one down the field, but
Lined up incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. Truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
That's going to be incomplete. Welcome to Baltimore's Inner Harbor. 70,000 plus have filled M&T Bank Stadium since 1998, the home of the Ravens. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Dallas Cowboys and the Baltimore Ravens. With Greg Olsen, I'm Mike Tirico, and out there is Tyler Loop to get us started. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback. We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. They'll run it for the first time with Devontae Williams. And he gets this up close to the 40. Teddy Buchanan is there on the tackle.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Here's a 2nd and 6.
Yeah, here we go.
Now a toss, left side, it's Williams. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
Craig Ferguson was the intended target. And now it's 4th down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up, and they fail through the air, and we'll have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game. Coaches love to come out early in the game and establish a very aggressive approach. But I'm just not sure, Mike, if at this point in the game they needed to make this decision. I'm going to be very curious to see, does this come back later in the game to bite them?
And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 31-yard line.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 3.
Alrighty.
Going to go right back to Henry. And he brings it down to about the 28-yard line. Deron Bland with the tackle.
Brings up 3rd down.
It's a zone read, and Jackson's going to keep it. And he won't quite get to the end zone, but they're going to be set up at the 2-yard line.
Gain of 26 yards. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
First and goal, and it's Henry. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Derrick Henry. Touchdown, Ravens. And now, after that opening touchdown, the offense is going to stay out and go for 2.
Ravens will line up for the 2-point
On the zone read, he'll keep it himself. And he is not going to make it. They stop him short, and this remains a 6-0 game. Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. Devontae Turpin on the return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. On play action, here's Dak. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. The Pro Bowler the last 2 years, Nnamdi Madubuike, getting in to drop him. It's a loss of 6, and it's 3rd down. Pistol now for Prescott. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down.
I like the fact that they took a shot on 3rd and long, right? A lot of offenses in that situation would be a little bit more conservative playing for the 4th down punt. They're trying to pick up a big chunk play through the air, but now that you...
This is intercepted. Picked off by Nate Wiggins. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
Here's a zone read to start the drive. And he'll only get down to around the 42.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 7. Here's Jackson. Rolling right. He'll take off again. And they'll take this down inside the 35. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Back to throw, Jackson. Off-balance throw. It's complete. He'll be out of bounds. Decent pickup of 5 on 1st down.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
And he's into the end zone. Mark Andrews. Touchdown, Baltimore.
We used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
This is caught. He's got it. And they tack 2 more onto their lead.
Cowboys nothing.
One quarter in the books. It's the Ravens out front. We'll be back in Baltimore after this.
Luke to kick off.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. On the return, here's Turpin. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
On the return, the Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Yeah, here we go.
Dak going to throw it here on first down. He'll get this complete. It's George Pickens. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. So from the 39, they come up on first and 10. A shotgun snap for Prescott. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a shot.
No chance at all. He'll go down. Roquan Smith gets him for a loss of 4. And that'll set up third down.
Third and 9.
Operating from the gun. Here's Dak. And that is incomplete.
And this offense just cannot get anything going right now on third down. If you ask any offensive play caller throughout the entire league, Mike, the importance of third down, maintaining possession, making the defense stay on the field and have long extended drives, it is critical to not only scoring points, but ultimately winning in the NFL.
He's got his tight end. That's Ferguson. And he is going to have a Cowboys first down. They come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving and then some. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. We'll come back to Baltimore after this. Ball rests at the 37. It's first and 10. Now a handoff. Oh, a wrinkle. Here comes a reverse. And he maneuvers his way forward. A gain of 6.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-happy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play. And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
That'll be intercepted. Picked off by Nate Wiggins. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Ravens.
You know, it always amazes me, Mike, that these guys have all this energy, that following a long return like that then they can get into these big, elaborate celebrations. But listen, I don't blame you. You're a defensive guy. You don't get the ball in your hands very often. When you score, yeah, you better make the most of it.
And he will get into the end zone and extend the lead by 2 more.
Cowboys nothing. Tyler Luke to kick off.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. On the return, here's Turpin. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Now the Ravens use their first timeout. Clock stops with a little under a minute to go in the second quarter.
Yeah, here we go. I take point.
First down, Prescott. Open man, downfield, it's CeeDee Lamb. An ideal beginning to this drive. 24 on the first play.
First down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Prescott on first down. Got an open downfield on the crossing route. And they will get the first down here and move into field goal range inside the 25.
Cowboys first down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Yeah! Here we go!
Go play action. It's Prescott. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down. To the air again. Prescott moving to his right. Taking off. He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 15. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs. A first down throw for Prescott. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. Oh, big hole left side. Inside the 30. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Baltimore. And the defense finds the end zone. Great work inside by the linebacker, who takes it back the other way for the touchdown.
Yeah, he just never saw the linebacker in the middle of the field, Mike, and the quarterback was locked in on his receiver. And once that ball came out of his hand, I think he wanted it back.
The Ravens will line up for the two-point conversion.
Jackson going to try to do it himself. And he is not going to get in. Stopped on the try for two. The lead remains right where it is. Very little time remaining in this first half as this kick is away. On the return, here's Turpin. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
On first and 10, Prescott. He's going to let one go deep for Lamb. A throw behind his man, can't reel it back in. And that'll go down as an incompletion. He was trying to get it to C.D. Lamb. And it'll be second down. From the shotgun, it's Dak. This one caught by C.D. Lamb. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. And the offense will elect to burn a timeout. 5 seconds remaining in this second quarter. They'll come up here, first and 10. Here's Prescott. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit wrong.
And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Nate Wiggins. And he will be out of bounds. No time left on the clock. And that is the final action here in this first half. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line.
Hey, Alpha.
On first and 10, Jackson. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down.
And I think when you look back on the first half, this was an element of the defense that really was missing. There was a lot of open windows, a ton of green grass for the receivers to make uncontested catches. So nice change of pace here. Continue to force the issue and make these guys earn the catch.
To the sideline, that is caught, but oh, he's out of bounds. They tried to get him into space, coming out of the backfield, but instead it's incomplete and third down. From the gun, Jackson. Taking off, he'll try to get there. A big play there for Baltimore. Pickup of 46 yards.
It's a pickup of 46 yards. That's good for a Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Jackson now to throw on first down. Oh, bad decision there. Off his back foot, it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder, Kenneth Murray.
Take over first and 10.
So we saw in the first half, Mike, they were willing to take some risks. It allowed them to build this halftime lead. Now the opposing sideline, they're looking to fight back. They're looking to cut that lead down. That's what that coverage seemed. It looked like they baited that quarterback to force that errant throw and lead to that turnover. Now it's their offense coming back on the field with a
The
chance.
rush gets there. He goes down back inside the 5-yard line. Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Back near his goal line, Prescott. That's complete. Left side to Pickens. Well, that help is going to be a much more manageable third down, getting some good yardage on that second down play. Play action now. Prescott. And that is incomplete. Contact, but no flags. Going to be fourth down.
And another wasted drive here, Mike, and they start to add up. And coming out of halftime, you would think that they would make some adjustments to try to get some points on the scoreboard, but so far, looks like much of the same.
That's taken in, and he will have the first down. Needing to make something happen, trailing here in the third quarter. They convert on fourth down.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Play fake. Prescott. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. He was looking for George Pickens there, and it'll bring up second down. Again, Prescott to the air. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. A gain there of 17.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his...
Oh, for the fifth time, he is intercepted. Picked off by the rookie out of Georgia. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick.
It went crazy on my mama. Gotta shut it live, man. I'm gonna get back on in a minute.